Shifting focus now to something that is looking good, and that is the industrial production, which is at a 16-month high in the month of October at 11.7%. So what's not hampered, in fact, is what is output by the way of factories that are generating here in the country. That remains constant. There is enough demand coming through and enough factory output, which has come as a good news.
Right, and the fact that it's at a 16-month high says a lot about it, which means that industrial production is finally seeing the IIP numbers are finally seeing that big green shoot of recovery. We're definitely getting back to the levels that we are supposed to be in after the contraction. So, as you're right, so that is, which means that the demand has been robust for industrial production within the country, and at a time when inflation is not coming under the kind of levels that we want to, the fact that IIP numbers are going up is definitely a relief in terms of macroeconomic picture, and also bodes well for everything from India's GDP to India's exports.
Look at the mining sector, saw an increase of 13.1%. Electricity sector, in fact, grew at 20.4%. Those are the numbers coming in as far as factory output is concerned. But it's also increasingly important to juxtapose this with the contraction that we saw in the month of October at 4.1%. So there is a bit of a base effect that is also playing up right now as far as factory output is concerned.
Definitely, there is base effect playing up, but the fact of the matter is that we are up from where we were in the previous month. Any improvement at this stage is a very good improvement, and it only talks of the way forward as well. So the one way of looking at it is that, again, I go back to what RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das says, we can't go by data that comes every month or every quarter. We'll have to wait for data to settle down. As far as industrial production goes, it's a very good point that you make. There is a base effect involved. There was a dip in the previous month. So I'd wait for another quarter to see how IIP data in India settles.
All right, manufacturing at about 10.4%, looking very good for India. Remember, this is one of those sectors where India needs to do better. Manufacturing is where India needs to do better, and it appears that the numbers from the month of October are very heartening at the moment.